Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more.
Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to a new series here on the channel. As you take a look here, we are starting a new series here with the Boston Red Sox. Yes, those Boston Red Sox, my team. They've been my team for quite some time. And today, we're going to kick off today's episode with a little bit of a quick introduction here of this series. Now, if you guys remember, we tried to start a series in 23, but I wasn't having it. I wasn't really enjoying it like I was wanting to, especially because it was in this time last year when I tried to start a series with that particular that game, and of course I missed out on 24. I was too busy trying to work on other projects and stuff. But we are going to come back here in this one, as I've already been getting quite a few episodes ready to go here for you guys. But we'll be starting in MLB the Show 25 with a Boston Red Sox series. Now, this will be a traditional series. I'll be playing, the games and stuff. And of course, we'll add some elements to, just like in the original one that we had back in 23, with a little bit of like a roto show type of gameplay, where we'll kind of focus on players that are either doing really good things, or on a hot streak, or players that are not doing so well. We got to try to get them back on track, and of course on some players that we need to kind of be focused on, because they are a future of our organization. So here you see here the customizing the setup for the simulation if we ever have to jump in during certain situations there, and I have the situation up high. But of course, Rafael Devers is going to be our guy that we're going to be basing the series, and of course the team around it, and of course the other players as well. We got some young other players as well. Of course, we have a huge, really good team in the farm system that we have, and of course we want to try to continue that as we go along in this series. And of course, we'll try to fast track this series as much as we possibly can. There are certain series that I want to focus in on. Obviously, one of the biggest series of this entire franchise is going to be against the New York Yankees. They are our most hated rival in this game, or in baseball and just in general. So those series are going to become very important for us, because those are going to be huge decision makers on what happens to our franchise. And of course, if we can get to, obviously these two teams are going to fight it out to the American League Championship game. And of course, one of them is going to be able to get to the World Series. So you see Garrett Crockett there. And of course, these are some of the younger players that we're looking at here that, he's 25 years of age, a potential 85 overall. One of our young pitchers that we're trying to build around here. And hopefully we can, recruit and, of course, scout and of course, draft here in this series. So we'll see. We can see a lot of these young players here. Alex Bergman, of course, a big, huge asset for us over the offseason, which I'm very excited to see here. He is, up there in age. He's 30 years of age, but he's still got a good pop in his bat. He's got a potential. So he's kind of on his other side. He's kind of at the peak of his career, and he could easily slide pretty quickly here, regressing some, depending on how well he plays in this upcoming season, and of course future seasons as well. So we got to kind of build around him, try to see who we can find to take that position there at the shortstop, and of course, or the second base position, as well as the shortstop position, is one of those positions that we desperately need to make sure we kind of go after. Tristan Casas, there you see, we've seen him in the original series there in 23. We were starting doing good things with him, on the right track, and now he's here. 25? Yeah, 25 years of age, B potential, 80 overall. He's a first round guy, and we're hoping that this young man will be a huge plus for us there in the first base position. Tanner, one of my favorite pitchers that I've utilized in 23, and hopefully we can, he'll be an asset for us here in this one. He's a little older now, 28 years of age here in this series, and of course he is going to be one of those veteran pitchers that we're going to have to really rely on in the stretch of things, and hopefully we can get over the hump. Now, last year Boston finished the season in third place at an 81-81 record. They were 13 games back of the New York Yankees, who of course went on to the World Series, but unfortunately would lose to the Dodgers. And of course that is going to be a huge thing for us as well, as the Dodgers has a huge supply of money. So that is going to be a challenge for us as well. We got money as well, and of course now it's a little different now here in this new MLB the Show game, because with the new free agency period they have here, it's going to be a little tougher to get teams, even if you are the high income team like the Dodgers. You're not going to be guaranteed a player that you want. So we really have to make sure we're a successful ball club. You got Chapman here, who's going to be a great closer for us. I'm really excited about having him and see what we can do with him. He's up there in age as well, and hopefully this will be his. Hopefully we'll get a couple good years out of him in this series as well, and of course bring in some other huge assets to help us out in the relieving and closer roles here with the Boston Red Sox. But I feel real confident. We have some pretty good players, guys that we kind of need to develop here, guys that are going to be tough to develop, like Colton Wong. We've seen him, I believe, in 23. He was, kind of tough. He was kind of tough to deal with at times, but I think, his role is not going to be huge. He's going to have a role where he's going to have to come in and play, for us, and see. We try to do our best to bring him in, and try to, hopefully be able to help us out. Trevor Story, he's one of those players there that, he had a great season with the Rockies. He was basically a guy that came out of nowhere, and now he's at 32 years of age, believe it or not. And he has been here with the Red Sox for a while now. He's not really where we liked him to be, but he is, like I said, he does have a good bat, and he's also decent in defense. So he's going to be one of those pieces there that we can hopefully he'll be able to step up and really have a commanding presence there in the infield for us, defensively and whatnot. I'm not looking for too much in his bat there, but for the most part here, defensively, I think he'll be huge for us. Excuse me, a lot of these tough games that we'll have. And like I said, it's going to be somebody that I really feel like, he's going to have I think his best days are going to be here in Boston. Garrett Whitlock, another pitcher there, 28 years of age, another one of those young upcoming pitchers that we have. And Boston, in the past, we've always, we've had great pitching here, especially since we, in the years that we won the World Series. And I kind of want to get back to that. I want to bring in younger pitchers here that we can develop in the farm system and eventually bring them up. And of course, the ETA time, that's always tricky because, sometimes you'll find a player that, hey, he's going to work out. He'll be ready in the next year or two. And then you got other pitchers as well. It's like, it says he's going to be good in 2 years, but in reality, we might have to, have him set back and wait another year or two before we can bring him up. So, drafting is going to be very important for us. I've been trying to get used to this new draft system they have in here and try to draft the best players. And I've been kind of doing some testing here. On different strategies of, obviously scouting players and of course drafting players as well. And so far, some of the drafts have been pretty successful. I've been finding some pretty good guys there. Yoshida's another player here I'm really excited about too. Like I said, we got a lot of guys that are in their prime right now. So I feel like this is going to be a chance for us to really push the envelope here and try to get, see what we can do here before, we lose those guys because of free agency or because of retirement or just, them regressing. So guys like Roman Anthony here, he's going to be very important for us. 20 years of age, he has A potential. By the looks of by a lot of scouts and even from us, he could be a guy that can come up here. Probably I would say in the first 3 months of the season, he could be playing in AAA and then be called up. Before the All-Star break or even after All-Star break to help us out. Especially if we're in a position that we can make a huge run, or if we need to kind of shake things up and go in a different direction with the ball club. So we're looking at a lot of different players here. Like I said, some of these players, a lot of our younger guys here. As you take a look at our salaries here and our budget, some of them we're definitely going to be taking a look at. We're going to keep a close eye on in the minor leagues, and of course we will be going down to the farm. Both in the AAA and minor leagues, or AAA and AA teams. And of course, like I said, we're going to zip through the season as we possibly can here. Like I said, there are some teams I want to face, I want to play against. And like I said, it's been a while since I've been playing a lot of the preseason games. And some of those games you guys will be seeing here in the next couple of episodes as well. Or the next couple of videos, I should say, here. That I'm not necessarily going to be commentating over them, but it'll be just some gameplay that you guys can watch and then kind of just see some of the players here. And of course, if there's any players you guys think that we should, go ahead and call up and use that you think will be, that'll be helpful for us to start off the season, let me know. Let me know also too if you see any want me to make any changes to the lineup. And as well, also too, we're also looking for some free agents as well. Free agency always helps. There's some I should say some veterans there are pretty key. As you take a look at some of the players here that we have in free agency right now, if there's anybody you think that we should go after that could be helpful for us to play a role, a platoon player or some sort here, somebody that can really get the bullpen charged or the pitching excited or whatever like that, let me know down below in the comment section, and I will definitely take a look at that and take that in consideration of players that we could bring in here. And of course, there you see our coaches there, and of course we're going to make some slight coaching changes here as we go through the course of the season to help us out and of course make us be better in different areas of our game. Of course, the top 100 prospects here. This is always something that you always need to look at here to see who the top prospects are, not just in your organization, but in other organizations as well, especially your rivals. So we got to keep a close watch on that and see who is working out and who is not. Because, you never know. There might be somebody that you can make a trade with the team and possibly bring them into your organization, and they could be a huge asset for you somewhere down the line. Can bring you, it could be a chance to make a huge difference into being contenders to World Series champions. So we're going to be definitely looking at that. Of course, there you see our top 20 top 20 players in our organization, and there you see us. Some of them I like the ATA time. It looks pretty good here. We got several guys here that could be obviously playing this season as well as next season. Of course, we got a couple players as well as it's going to take a little bit more time, a little more working with them in the minors that we wouldn't see until 2027 or 2028, which is fine. I would always say 2 or 3 years in the minors, get them ready to go, and then we got to make that. We got to let them come up or let them go. So, but like I said, drafting is going to be really important for us, and for the most part, like I said, I've been working on a couple. I think I've been working on at least 4 or 5 drafts so far, just kind of tinkering with it and seeing, kind of making notes of what things I should avoid and things that could hurt us in a draft. And of course, I think this first season here, we definitely got to work on finding some pitching is always key. But also, too, we got to find some really good infielders as well, because really, truly, it always seems like it works out for me with, obviously with a budget like we have with the Red Sox, we don't want to get crazy, but at the same time, we have some wiggle room here that we can attract some players to come our way and play here, and also, too, we're an established, organization. We're well known, and they know what they're getting themselves into when they come when they get a chance to play here in Boston. So that's going to be very helpful here for us in this series. But like I said, I'm going to try to fast track this series as quickly as I can, because I do want to play multiple seasons. But like I said, I'm a big sticker about certain teams I want to play against. Obviously, Yankee games are going to be really important for us. Blue Jays as well. So it's going to be, it's going to take some time. We'll try to get through. Ideally, I want to it kind of works out similar to my FC series here. We try to play a month's worth of games, and we'll try to do that in episodes here. We'll either jump into a game, in the 7th or 8th inning or whatever, player lock situation or something like that. But then also, too, there'll be series. Certain episodes we'll kind of focus on a particular series, and we'll show those games, obviously not in the entirety, but show highlights of that series, and kind of point out why that series is important, and of course show stats and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be a variation, a little bit of a road show, but also too something more traditional that we've seen, that I'm sure you've seen in a lot of different other series when it comes to franchise series and MLB the Show games. So a lot of different aspects, a lot of different looks to the game that we'll have here this year, and I'm really excited about having a new franchise, and of course, trying to get this series going. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know when this series will officially start. But if you start seeing videos pop up here, those videos are probably going to be some of the preseason, spring training games that I'll be playing, and that's just me trying to get warmed up to the game. Here now, the very first night, actually, I played a couple of games as just kind of get warmed up, but I still feel like I need to still get my juices flowing, get my hitter's eye ready, and all that kind of good stuff there for to have a successful series here, especially in gameplay, because I really don't think you guys want to be enjoyed. I don't really know anybody that enjoys watching someone lose every single game. So I gotta get the right, obviously the right settings. I'm gonna go to Operation Sports. I have my own settings as well, but I kind of use their settings in combination with mine, the way I like to play the game, to have a good setup here when it comes to having some competitive games. And in the past, it's always worked that way pretty well there. I always had some pretty good competitive games when I'm playing it in a series. So, and of course, we do have a new Road to Show series, possibly a new Road to Show series that will be coming to the channel. Well, not to this channel, but to the second channel over on ESGNet plus LP. And of course, a mission recondition series that is all simmed here coming up very soon. And we'll make an announcement about that series over there on the second channel. So stay tuned for that over there on ESGNet plus LP. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm done talking. The next video you'll see here will probably be a spring training game. I don't know which game because I played several of them. But it won't be me commentating. It'll just be gameplay. And hopefully you guys enjoy the game. And hopefully it'll be an exciting matchup. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. If you guys like the video, please leave a like. Hit that subscribe button if you happen to be new. And hit that bell notification so you guys be notified for some more Boston Red Sox franchise here on ESGNet. As always, guys, again, take care of yourselves and each other. Keep yourselves and each other healthy. And I will see you all next time.